Dear friends, it's Eid time and most of us have got some extra meat at home. Here is a simple recipe, quite a simple one to relish the meat for a long time. It is named Gosht Ka Achaar, that is meat pickle, a very popular household recipe of the women in Hyderabad to preserve and enjoy the meat. And the best thing is, it doesn't take a long time for its preparation and can be stored at least for 2 weeks. I bet you try it once, as I have done, and you won't regret. Let's have a look at the method of preparation. We need boneless meat, mutton or beef, washed and cut into small pieces. I have taken half kg of beef. It should be boneless. Add 1 teaspoon of salt and half teaspoon of turmeric powder. Mix well and keep aside for 15 to 20 minutes. It is best to keep it aside for 15 to 20 minutes. However, if you are in a hurry, you can skip this step. Take a pressure cooker and empty the contents into it. Add a cup of water and pressure cook for 5 to 10 minutes. It should have at least 4 to 6 whistles. When you open it, check if the meat is tender. You should be able to break it. However, if it is not yet tender, pressure cook once again for a little more time. Turn on the flame again and see to it that you dry off all the water. The water should be completely dried up. It takes little time as the meat leaves some water. Ensure that the water is completely dried up. When the water is completely dried up, empty the contents into a plate or a dish and set aside. Now take a wok and heat it. Roast a spoonful of zeera seeds, that is cumin seeds. Ensure that the cumin seeds get brown in color. When the seeds get roasted, you can empty into a bowl. Now take a spoonful of rice seeds, that is mustard seeds, and roast them in the same way. Empty the contents into the same bowl in which you have taken the roasted cumin seeds. Now grind this together and make it into fine powder. Keep this powder aside. We will be using it later. Heat the wok once again and take a good amount of oil. The quantity of the oil should be such that the meat gets deeply fried. Deep fry the meat by stirring it every now and then. The meat takes some time to get fried. After about 10 minutes or so, you'll be able to see that the meat has turned brown in color. And also you can see droplets of oil, bubbles. Empty the fried meat into a separate dish. Now you have to take another wok or pan and take half of the oil which you have used for frying the meat. Heat the oil and add a spoon of cumin seeds and half spoon of rice seeds. Add quarter teaspoon of Nigella seeds for sorting. As the cumin seeds get brown, which is done by constantly stirring it, we need to add a few curry leaves, 4 to 5 chili and some garlic cloves which are finely sliced, and saute well. Add 2 spoons of ginger garlic paste to it. Ensure that the ginger garlic paste is fresh for better results. And continuously stir it. The water from the ginger garlic paste should get completely dried up. Add half teaspoon of turmeric powder and 1 teaspoon of salt to it. Stir well. Turn off the flame and add the masala powder which you have made by roasting the cumin seeds and rice seeds together, and add 2 teaspoons of mirch powder, that is red chilli powder, and mix well. The heat is turned off. As this gets completely dried, you can add the fried meat to it and mix well. The gravy and the meat should get mixed up completely. Add the leftover oil, which was left out after frying the meat. This is all done by turning the flame off. Stir well. It will give a very rich look. After this is completely cooled down, you can add the lemon extract, that is the lemon juice taken from 3 lemons, and stir well. Ensure that the contents are completely cooled before you add the lemon juice, otherwise the pickle will turn bitter. Stir well. This can be left aside for some time so that the oil sets. Only after the pickle has completely cooled down, the contents can be transferred to a narrow jar and you can refrigerate it. Storing this way lets the oil to preserve the pickle for a longer time. So, even if you belong to my category, that is, if you are a not so good cook, you will have something to feel proud about. So, do try this recipe and let us know about your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.